Let's make a springy, blingy tulip thrift store wreath. I found this tulip bush plus some loose spring flowers and this grapevine wreath all at Goodwill for under $10. The ribbon I have on hand was marked down at Hallmark years ago. I had just bought tons of it. Time to use it up. When you buy thrift store flowers, you may have to clean them up a bit, but it's definitely worth the effort. Also, always remember to smell the flowers before you buy them. I'm not trying to be funny, I'm serious. You want them to come from a smoke-free home in case you're making a gift for somebody, or in case they're for resale. For this project, I placed the green ivy bush down in the Bowdabra first, and then I'm just going to layer random flowers, using all the linear flowers first. As you can see, I'm carefully inspecting each piece as I pick it up to use it and trimming it as needed. I'm also going to be cutting stems loose for better placement for when I get closer to the center. Now that I've built this swag lengthwise, it's time to start building up the center. This is why I was cutting some of those flowers loose from their bushes. Hydrangeas always make a nice filler flower for this area of your arrangements, or swags. All we're doing here is building a swag, and then we attach it to the wreath. If all you're wanting is a swag, stop and don't add it to a wreath, and you're done. If you don't want ribbon in your swag, you could stop right here and go ahead and tie it up and then fluff your flowers. I do want a bow since it's for spring. I'm going to go back and forth with my loops and add a few streamers. I'm keeping this bow simple, and I'll be going back to add some greenery and flowers into the center before I tie it off. I'm also using one ribbon pattern in this wreath. Sometimes I like to use multiple ribbons to mix and match. This is where I add the smaller florals and greens for the finishing touch. We're going to finish this piece off with a few more loops of the ribbon and then add more flowers. The theme of this wreath is focused around thrift store tulips. I'm going to add a few more filler flowers and then top it off with a tulip as a focal point. And now's the perfect time to smash your stack of flowers and ribbon down. I've used a zip tie to secure this bundle. Find that zip tie and give it a pull. Just when you think it's tight, pull it again. Remove your creation from the Bowdabra and pull that zip tie one more time before you give it a clip. You can fluff and trim at this point, or you can wait until you place it on the wreath. This way you're not doing your work twice. Select the location on your wreath where you want this placed and then zip tie it on. Let's get this wreath all fluffed and trimmed up. I'm cutting dovetails into the ends of the streamers. This wreath is complete just like this. Maybe add a sign to it, but I'm going to take it up another notch. I'm attaching this sash of ribbon with these tiny zip ties to connect the two additional pieces I'll be adding on. I want to use up the remaining thrift store flowers that I came home with. Oh look, there's my boss supervising. In case you were wondering what was in that pouch I'm always wearing, it's not a tool bag. I'm her seeing eye person. Alright, let's get the Bowdabra loaded up with Bowdabra wire and start going back and forth with some more ribbon. Again, keeping this bow simple. I'm going to be trying to use the remaining flowers in this piece and one more for the bottom. This is the top piece, so it'll be slightly smaller than the bottom piece I make. Time to pull the top piece out of the Bowdabra, pull it tight with your Bowdabra wire, and then go tie it in place. Start on the second piece. Same procedure, back and forth, doing a simple bow and adding the remaining flowers. Tie it up tight with your Bowdabra wire using the slip knot, leaving enough length of the Bowdabra wire to tie it to your wreath. Be sure to get it really tight. And there you have it. Abra Bowdabra. But wait, did you actually think we were finished? We could be, but there was still more flowers to use. After all, this is a springy, blingy thrift store tulip wreath. Gotta add some more bling. I've got the hot glue pen fired up. I'll just dip the ends of the flowers into the glue and then arrange them into the wreath. I'm only doing this to the two pieces I added on to the right side of the wreath. The left side was just fine. I'll continue this until I run out of flour. Alright, we're about to finish this wreath up. I don't know about you, but I sure don't like the spider webs left behind from the hot glue. I try to use other methods of securing my work without using hot glue if I can. So here's a little hack to help you with those spider webs. I've got a domestic and an industrial version of a hot glue spider web remover. Just kidding, a simple blow dryer will do just fine. Hit your project with the high heat setting on the blow dryer and watch those spider webs disappear. Just like magic. Here's our finished project. Not bad for under $10, huh? I hope you learn not to be passing those silk flowers by in the thrift stores. Thanks for watching.